Well, hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for checking out this channel and all the. I got some new subscribers out there. No, it doesn't show up a little number scale, but they're moving up, they're creeping up little by little. So that's a really cool thing to be able to see that happen. The channel's kind of growing a little bit, which is great. Now you've all came here because you want to see what's going on with Kari Lake, and I'm really, really excited at your patriotism. Thank you. You know, somebody that actually cares is a great thing. Well, we all know that her case was held by was presided by Justice Thompson, Judge Thompson. Now, not the Thompson twins, but Judge Thompson. And I was a little bit sad with the ruling as well. And I'll kind of give us a little bit of a recap on what we expected. We expected to not even get that far. We didn't even expect anybody to hear anything. We were like, yeah, they're going to toss this out. And then we're like, whoa, okay, the judge is checking this out. And so we kind of watched it. I seen what was going on. And a lot of things really came out that normally you wouldn't get to. Signed affidavits are great. They're saying, okay, if I'm telling a fib, then that I'm subjected to incarceration. So that means that should give some legitimacy and legitimacy behind that signed affidavit. But here in this case, we are actually under oath, where people were speaking under oath in a court of law, and it's being documented by a stenographer. So there's a complete transcript of what happened in that courtroom, and some things came out that could be pretty useful later on. And just to give you an update, now we do know that we were waiting on to see what would happen with Kari Lake and her attorneys being sanctioned by Katie Hobbs. The request from Hobbs attorneys for the judge to do this. Now the judge took a look at everything, because the grounds of being sanctioned by Hobbs' attorney were in relation to the case being groundless, no grounds on the case. The things that she was, trying to find out what was going on and her lawsuit was involved was groundless. Well, the judge has not awarded the sanctions, which means, okay, she's not paying sanctions, which means that there's some grounds to what Kari Lake was in lawsuit for. So that's going to be interesting to see how that comes out. That will be that will help in the appealing case. And like I said, we know that Katie Hobbs would have appealed the case if Kari Lake would have won, so it would have went to another court anyhow. So let's just go ahead and, like I said, get that out of the room, get that elephant off of the shelf. Something. But anyhow, so it was talked about that there was no actual count of the ballots whenever they were all collected. There was ones afterwards tabulated, but when asked in court, they didn't have a number. Okay, that's kind of wonky. It should have a number. And then the fact that there was a lot more machines or tabulars that were supposed, allegedly not doing what they were supposed to, that came out. So that's going to be very interesting. Now, just to let you know, Hobbs' attorneys were asking for like $500,000, and that would have been payable. Kari Lake could have afforded that, but it would have looked really bad in the appealing case. And also, it would have scared off any attorneys that wanted to try to help represent Kari Lake in the appealing case. Kari Lake really needs to do her homework and see if we can, because this is going to be a hard case. It's a hard case to be able to prove intent. Now, intent being, supposedly it was manufactured that all this stuff happened in when it came to people a day of voting. So now, in other presidents, it has been shown where cases with less than four people or so had felt like they were disenfranchised. There was a redo on the election. Now, that I think we're somewhere within that realm. But anyways, I just want to let you know that Hobbs did not get her sanctions on Kari Lake. Kari Lake only had to pay your normal attorney fees, which is normal in any kind of civil case that goes out. So be looking for better things to come. I'm going to keep you updated when I find out what's going on, and I'll let you know. Really thank all the new subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and share. And leave me a comment. I want to know what's going on out there. Tell me how you feel. Thank you very, very much, guys. You have a wonderful rest of the day and a big, huge week ahead. Lots of love.